Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Bring you back on posted for a while. I'm getting ready to start my 10th batch. So this is going to be my first try at doing actually beef meats. So first thing we're going to do is weigh the trays and record that. Oops. This is going to be 22.7. Chamber's been cooling for about 37 minutes. It's down to 34 degrees. So I let it run a little longer than the 15 that they say. Oops. Gotta turn my trays around. I have my trays numbered, so I have to figure out something permanent for them. Because it keeps coming off when I wash them. Now, I do have an observation. And as maybe you know, I used to be a technician on equipment, and I follow a lot of the groups for Harvest Right. And what I'm seeing is there's a whole lot of complaining about stuff on the freeze dryers, and people are having issues. And what I am seeing from the questions they're asking is the people are just not reading the manuals. And if they'd read the manuals and do it step by step, a lot of them would be fine. But for whatever reason, they just don't read the manuals. And questions like, for example, in the book it tells you after you move your freeze dryer, when you get it set in place, it needs to sit for 24 hours. And yes, that's a smart move because your refrigerant and everything needs to settle down to the bottom into the sump. Doesn't matter if it's a freeze dryer, refrigerator, whatever it is. And I'll bet across the groups that question is asked 10 times a day. And kind of for everyone involved, to be honest, it gets kind of old. People won't even do the search. They won't even read what's been posted. And so that, I think, by not reading the directions, same with when they want to stop a cycle or something like that, they just start hitting buttons, and that could screw things up. And of course then they blame it on the machine. And that's just a personal observation. Yes, little one. And I guess part of my frustration of it would come from over the years when I was teching on beam saws. I can remember one instance of being flown into San Diego, going into Tijuana, Mexico, and I don't think I was there 5 minutes. All I did was punch the reset button. That's after they were on the phone for 3 days. And then another time I flew into Philadelphia, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Said the machine was having problems not running. And they had a crew of about 20 maintenance people. And when I got there, that took a little longer. That took me 15 minutes. I found a jumper wire in the electronics that wasn't supposed to be there. And again, that's what fixed the problem. Now the funny thing about that one was, I was done so quick, that in a second I'll be back with you. Pre-freeze was 42, 43 minutes. Temp was 29 degrees. Anyway, they told me to make it look like I was busy, so I went around the machine and I let it run for about 2 hours, just an in cycle you can do. Now, just to give you an idea, and this the way I'm going this is because the people in these groups are wondering how come Harvest Right doesn't have techs that fly around. Ladies and gentlemen, both those service calls were extremely expensive. The one to Tijuana, Mexico was about $5,000. That was only an hour plane ride. The one to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, I was living in Vancouver, Washington at the time, so clear across country. They were looking at about $10,000 for me to be there 15 minutes to fix something that their maintenance crew could have repaired. So all I'm saying is these people, if they would read the manual, a lot of this would be alleviated. Okay, I'm done on my rant now. Okay, freezing. Alright, so now we're in the freezing. So I'll bring you back when I get to the next step, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good day. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're 44, almost 45 hours into the dry on this meat and chicken and such. Kind of a qualifier, it didn't take that long. It was actually done last night, but I added 14 hours to it so I could sleep. Then I got up this morning about 6. No, I didn't sleep 14 hours. And checked it and it wasn't dry. So I gave it 3 more hours of dry time, and then I went out and cut firewood. So we'll see what it's going to do. Well, goodness, your freedom. What's wrong? Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, 57. Okay, so that was a check. That was dry. Get that much water out of this stuff. 46. It's a check. Okay, everything is weighing the same as what it did 3 hours ago, so lost. Now, those of you that are watching this, I got that cheapo Kmart scale, and I'm trying to weigh within a gram on this weight. how I set the tray on here, forward, backwards, side to side, makes a difference on the weight. So I think what would work better, probably a better scale definitely, but if you had some kind of a pad on it that would, so you weren't over such a broad area maybe. 1392. Alright, yep, we're good to go. So, now, what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave this in here like this while I'm unloading the trays. And, because I don't want the air getting to it. Alright, so, let's see. What do we have here? I got the garlic chicken. So how much did we have? We had garlic chicken. We had 12.57. $303 grams. What I'm doing is I'm figuring out what the actual weight is on the tray so I know what I'm putting in the sacks. So we need 303 grams is what we need. Okay, what we need to do is tear the bag out. The other one, what? Oh. I think I'll save a little bit of this out and rehydrate it. Get that much. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to finish traying this all up and then I'll bring you back when I'm sealing it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just bringing you back for a moment. I have them all packaged and sealed. And I'm going to explain what I've got here. I've got the batch number it was. I've got the date that I started it. The tray that it came off of. This is shrimp. There's 12 shrimp in there. By math, I just figured each shrimp needed about 3 grams of water, 3 point something. So it came up that this bag needs 40 grams of water to rehydrate back to the original state. The weight of the bag was 65 grams. So what that tells me is I can come back and weigh this, and if I gain any weight, then I know that the shrimp is probably not any good. The steak, I have bagged like this, And I did this a little different. Number 10, batch, steak, 822. This is off tray 1 and tray 2. There's 378 grams of meat in here. Now, I don't have any weight for water to rehydrate, because meat, you just stick it in the water and it'll rehydrate. So I do need to weigh these bags yet and get the total weight on so I can see if they leak. These are going to be for meals. So what will happen is I'm going to make something like mashed potatoes and some beans or some corn, and I'll put them each in each individual pouch, and then have a steak in there with it, and I'll set it up with some plastic forks and spoons and napkins, so that when you grab a bag like this, you've got a complete meal. And so I've just got to store these for right now because I didn't have room. And so, hands, wink, wink, what it says is I need another freeze dryer. No, I'm just kidding, I don't. But if you had two, you could run a double batch like that, and you wouldn't need to do what I'm doing. So anyway, but not the amount of money they cost. I'm not buying another one. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll shut this down. I'll probably bring you back. I'm going to rehydrate the steak and rehydrate some of the chicken here later. So I'll see you later. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I'm coming back. I've got the steak rehydrating and I got the chicken going. And steak has been in the water probably 15 minutes. When you do the meat, you can't give it too much water, because it'll take what it needs, and then it'll just won't take any more. The chicken, out of the bag, it needs to go into the oven, so I put boiling water on it, and it's been going now for the same time as the steak, and I think it just needs more time. The carrot, it's a little rubbery, so we'll leave that roll. Let's see what the steak does. This is my first time, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll see how it is. That, and I don't have many teeth. It cuts good. Yep. It's right there. It just needs to be warmed up a little bit, but yep, it's good. Or it could be because I haven't had breakfast yet. So, when you do the meats, ladies and gentlemen, you just put in water till I put enough to cover over the steak. And then I turned it. And that guy there, I added water so it was up to the top of the food. And it soaked it up right away. So then I added more, and that's where we're at right now. So we'll leave that in there. I'll probably leave that in there for another half hour, and then I'll report back probably on the next video, ladies and gentlemen. So we all have a good Sunday. Thanks for watching.